Next, question 14. Right, 14 is a linear regression type question because you're looking at this. Okay, linear inequalities. Okay, you're looking at linear programming basically. Alright, so question 14, a truck rental company has two types of trucks. Okay, so type A and type B. Type A has 20 meters cubed of refrigeration space, and okay, so 20 meters cubed refrigeration space, 40 non-refrigeration space. Type B has 30 and 20. It's a smaller vehicle. A food plant must transport at least 900 meters of refrigerated food, and at most, okay, so at least, so in terms of refrigerated food, that refrigerated food must be at least 900 cubic meters, and at most 1000 non-refrigerated. Okay, so then that's the one, and then here at most 1000, okay, of non-refrigerated. Let X be the number of type. Okay, so this is X and this is Y. Okay, the system of linear inequalities that represent the total situation. Okay, well then that's the number of trucks. Alright, so 20x plus 30y must be at least, so greater than or equal to 900. Okay, and then on this side, 40x plus 20y at most, so less than or equal 1000. Alright, so there you go. Okay, 20x plus 30y greater than, that's right, that one's wrong. Greater than, less than, there, that one's right. 20x plus 30y greater than equal to 900. 40x plus 20y less than equal, yes, option 4. Okay, so you need to write those things down.
I said 3 because I thought it's...
They said at most.
Food plant must transport at least 9.
Yeah, so at least 900 means more than 900.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, because it's at least. At least means more than 900. Okay, so 900 or more, at least 900. Okay. Alright, next. 15 is a theory question. Annuities can be defined as a sequence of different payments, no. Equal payments, yes. At different time intervals, no. Equal payments at equal time intervals, yes. Option 3. Okay, question 16. Right, consider the following graph. Alright, they've given you a graph. You can see that this bit is shaded in. Okay, based on the information given in the question. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different lines. Okay, you've got a dotted line here, a dotted line there, and you've got solid lines there. Okay. Right, the system of linear inequalities represented here is, okay, so Let's look. All right, the first one. Let's look at this equation, number 2. Equation 2, is this a solid line? Yes, it's solid. It's not dotted.
Yes.
Okay, so if it's not dotted, we can have equal to. Are we looking at the right or the left of the 4?
The left.
The left. So x must be less than or equal to 4. There's the first one. Okay, so where do we have x less than or equal to 4? Alright, so this one's right, this one's wrong. This one's right, this one's right. Okay, next. Right, let's look at another line, this one. Let's look at number 3. Okay, 3 is a dotted line. If it's dotted, it means it can't be equal. Okay, and that's the 4. Right, so are we looking at up or down?
Up.
We're looking at down, because this is the down.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, so we're looking at that way. So we're looking at y less than 3. You see that? I'm just reading the graph. Okay, so where is y less than 3? Let's see. Oh, not less than 3, sorry. Ooh, I read wrong. Why did I write 3? Less than 4. That's a 4, not a 3. Oh, it's no wonder. It's graph 3. Graph 3 is on 4. Okay. Right, so y less than 4. Is y less than 4 here? It's less than and equal to 4. That one's wrong. That one's out. Here, less than or equal to 4. That one's wrong. That's out. Ooh, here, that one's right. Okay, so it must be option 4 possibly. Okay, we need to check the other 2. Okay. Right, now we need to look at these 2 lines. This line that's curving that way, and this line that's curving that way. Okay, so obviously for line 1, I'm going to need the intercept. Okay, so what is the y-intercept?
5.
Yes, that's fine. So now I've got the c value. That's my c. Okay, then I need my m. Right, so how do I get m? y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Right, which 2 points I'm going to use? I'm going to use this point here, and I'm going to use that point there. Okay, so let's make this. Okay, so that point will be 0 and 5. This point will be 3 and 0. Okay, so let's make this y2, x2. Right, so that means y2 will be 0. 0 minus 5 over x2, which is this, 3 minus 0. Okay, which is negative 5 over 3. Okay, so we have the y. Right, minus 5 over 3, we have the m. That's the m. Okay, so y equals minus 5 over 3x plus c, which is 5. Okay, so do we have that here? It's a slightly different notation. What they've done is they've multiplied things by 5. So let's change the notation. Multiply everything by 3. Get rid of the denominator. Okay, so 3y equals minus 5x plus 15. Okay, which can be written as 3y plus 5x equals 15. 3y plus 5x equals 15. 3y plus 5x equals 15. That's also correct. Okay. Alright, let's check the last one, number 4. Where's line 4? There's line 4. Okay, I'm going to need a different color for this. Okay, so that point is 4, 2. This point, that point is
2, 0.
2, 0, hey? 2, 0, yes. Okay, so let's work out the equation of that straight line. Right, the first thing I'm going to do is say y-intercept. Y-intercept would be what? We don't know. We need to work it out. So yeah, we'd have to work it out. So I can't do that yet. I can work out the m though. Okay, y2, I'm going to use this one. 2 minus 0 over 4 minus 2 equals 2 over 2, which is 1. Okay, so your M is 1. Okay, so if I want the C, how am I going to get the C?
C would be the
Y equals mx plus C. What am I going to do? Substitute. You agree?
yes.
Okay, so put a point. Which point? Let's use this point. It's easier.
Yeah.
Okay, so 0 equals 1 brackets times 2 plus C. Okay, so what's 1 plus 2? 2 equals 0 plus C. So C is minus 2. Okay, now we've got the C. Right, so now I know Y equals mx, so 1x minus 2. There's it. Okay, so do I have that here? Okay, they just rearranged it. See? They moved it to the left. So that would have been y minus x equals minus 2. Or you could have had 2 here, and then you would have x minus y, either or. I think this is the one they asked. Oh, there is a minus, so it was this one. There. Okay, y minus x. Y minus x, yeah. So this one's right, option 4. Obviously, x is positive, y is positive.
I struggled with this one.
Yeah, it's just graph interpretation, option 4. Okay, now we've got all the fancy mathematics in terms of financial maths. These are nice to do. Okay, it is desired that the value of an investment at 5% simple interest per year should be 15,000 in 5 years' time from now. Okay, so that's your 15,000, your future value, equals your PV, open brackets, 1 plus RT, close brackets. Okay, so the R, the rate is 5%, 0.05. The time is 5 years, 5, close brackets, delete that. Okay, so the PV, solve for PV, divided by 1 plus 0.05 times 5, close brackets, equals 12,000. Got that? Just using the formula. Okay, what's the formula for simple interest? Simple interest, it's in the formula sheet. Okay, S equals PV, or P, brackets 1 plus RT, right? You just use the formula. Substitute, solve for your P. How much should be invested now to reach the goal? Now is present value.
Okay, I misread it as a QM and I worked it out on the calculator.
Okay, no, you can't. Okay, it wasn't a compound interest. Okay, 18. B has earned 10. He lends R 4 for 12 months. R agrees to pay the money with 15% simple interest. On the same day, B invests the remaining 6 at that compounded monthly. At the end of that, okay, so that timeline. When you read all the stuff, it's getting confusing. Draw a timeline when it's long and fancy and all of this. Okay. Right, so T0, T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6, T7, T8, and so on and so on and so on. Okay, let's put everything on the diagram. B has earned. Okay, so B, 10,000. When has he earned it? He earned it now. He lends R 4,000 for 5. So lends R 4,000. Okay, for 12 months. Alright, what else? Oh, rates. Simple interest is 15%. On the same day, B invests the remaining 6. Okay, so then what does he do? He saves the rest. $6,000 at compound interest 15%, compounded monthly. For how many months? For 12 as well. At the end of 12 months now, how much interest in total will B have earned? Okay, so do you agree B would have earned interest on the loan that he gave R, and B would earn interest on the money that he saved?
Yes.
Okay, so the first one we're going to have to work out. Okay, this is actually going all the way to T12. T12. Okay, because T12 is 12 months.
Yes.
Alright, so N here is 12. I here, I12 is 15 divided by 12, which is 1.5% per month. Your PV was that. Solve for your FV. Okay, so I'm going to say solve for FV using the calculator. Okay, let's see what we get. Right, so FV, did you do it?
Yes.
Okay, so FV is the rate, which is 0.0125. Okay, N was 12 months. PMT, no payments. PV, 6,000. Okay, there's the future value. Alright, that's this future value. Alright, here at the bottom, we want to know what the future value is here. So S equals PV brackets 1 plus RT. Okay, S equals brackets. What is the P? 4,000 times 1 plus the rate was 15%. Okay, that was for 12 months, which is 1 year. So times it by 1. Okay, so S equals 4,000 times 1.15 gives you 4,600. Okay, that's the future value there. Alright, so then interest, total interest is equal to, okay, well, the difference here, this minus that. This minus, okay, can we just finish this one? This minus that gives you that. This is interest on the savings. This minus that. Okay, and then interest on the loan is this minus that. So the total interest is the sum of those two amounts. Okay, so option 4. Right, so there's N. There's your I. There's your PV. Solve for your FV. Okay.
So, question 18 is option
4.
Can I once again just go and see? Sorry about that.
Alright, so 19. K started a new job. He plans to save 5 at the end of each month. Okay, so N mode, PMT is 5,000.
Yes.
For 5 years at the end of each month. So N is 5 years times 12, which is 60 months.
Yes.
in a savings account that earns interest at 6% per annum compounded monthly. So I over Y is 6% divided by 12, which is 0.5% per month. What is the accumulated amount at the end of 5 years? Okay, solve for FE. Alright, so if I do the calculation, FE brackets, the rate is 0.06 divided by 12, close brackets. N we said was 60. PMT was minus 5,000. Okay, no present value. Solve. 348855015. Option 1. Question 20. A loan of 20 with an interest rate of that. So the loan is your PV because that will be paid off. Interest rate compounded monthly. So I over Y is 14% divided by 12. Okay, so 14 divided by 12. Oh, okay, let's leave that out then. Whatever that equals, the calculator will work it out for us. Amortized by equal monthly payments over 4 years. So they're monthly payments over 4 years. So N is 4 times 12, which is 48. The first payment is due at the end of the first month. That's N mode. The monthly payment is solve for PMT. Alright, so equals PMT. If you solve for PMT, the rate was 0.14 divided by 12. Okay, the N was 48. The PV was 20,000. Close brackets answer minus, well, the payment. So it's 546.53, option 4. Okay.
I was starting to feel very ill. I got the right answer, but
Good.
I wrote the wrong.
Okay, it's right. It's great. Nice. Okay, question 21. Again, time value of money. P must pay the bank 8,000, which is due in 1 year's time from now. She pays 3,000 2 months from now to lessen the debt. All the payments are subject to interest. How much? Okay, so now we've got to draw a timeline when you see that. T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6, T7, T8, and so on and so on and so on. Okay, until T12. Okay, so let's draw it. P must pay the bank 8,000, which is due in 1 year's time from now. So 8,000 is due then. She pays 3,000 2 months from now. So she pays 3,000 2 months. Ooh, 2 months, not 3 months. 2 months. 2 months from now. All the payments are subject to an interest rate of 10% per annum compounded monthly. So I12 is 10% divided by 12. That's the monthly rates. All the payments are subject to interest. How much must she pay the bank 6 months from now to settle her debt? Okay, so they want to know how much is she going to have to pay back here. How much is outstanding? Okay, that's basically what they're doing. Okay, so the first thing we need to work out is, well, this is the future value. We need to work out how much does she actually owe here. Okay, so how am I going to do that? I'm going to work it out. Okay, so future value is that. Okay, time is N. So I'm just going to do the working here. PV brackets. Right, the rate is 0.10 divided by 12. Okay, the number of periods is 12 months. Payment, nothing. Future value, 8,000. Alright, so she owes that amount. That's how much she owes now. Okay, then this must be taken forward by 2 months. Okay, so the balance when she pays the 3,000. Okay, so let's see the future value. FE is going to be, what's the rate? Same rates. 0.10 divided by 12. How many months? 2 months. 2. Payment? Nothing. Present value? This. Okay, that's how much she owes here. Right, then she pays. Right, so she pays 3,000. Take off 3,000. Right, that gives you that. Now she wants to pay that off in 6 months' time. Where is it? How much must she pay the bank 6 months from now? Okay, so 6 months from now we said was there. Right, so this is going to be taken forward now to that point. Okay, so we're at T2. We want to get to T6. Right, so future value here is going to equal future value, the rate 0.10 divided by 12. Okay, the number of months from 2 to 6, that's 4 months. No payments. Present value, that. There's it. That's how much she's going to have to pay. Option 2. Right, so when you get difficult ones like this, draw a timeline. Alright, when you see it like this, look how easy that was because I drew this. Now just look, oh, that's future value, bring it to there, see what she owed. Take that forward, then she paid off 3,000. What's left over? That. When does she want to pay that off? 6 months there. Take it forward. Okay. Right, question 22. A student has earned the following marks for 4 tests. Alright, 78, 88, 93, and X. His mean score for the 4 tests is 80. Alright, so mean is average. Okay, would have been brackets. 78 plus 88 plus 93 plus X divided by 4 would have given you 80. Okay, so let's write down that equation and let's work it out. Okay, so take the 4 across, it becomes multiply. Okay, if I add up these 3 numbers, what do I get? Okay, plus X equals 320. Alright, so solve for X. 320 minus that gives you 61. Option 4. Okay, because that's average. Right, so you add up all the marks, you divide it by 4. Right, that's what I did there. Add up all the marks, divided by 4. Yeah, mean or average. Okay, so what do I do? Get rid of the 4, solve for the X. Alright, the monthly sales figures of a certain company over a period of 25 months are given by the following data. There's it. The mode of the data to 2 decimal places. Okay, so mode is what? The most frequently occurring value. That's what the mode is. Alright, so mode is what occurs the most often. Okay, so what amount occurs the most often? Let's check. 144. How many 144s do I have? 1. So that's out. How many 138s do I have? 1. So that's out. How many 160s do I have? 1. That's out. How many 140s do I have? Oh, I've got a few. 1, 2, 3. Okay, how many 134s do I have? 1. 145, 1. 120, 1. 150, 1. 62, 1. 46, 1. 152, 1. 128, 1. 165, 1. Okay, so we can really see what it is.
That's 140.
140, exactly. Option 3.
Great, wasn't that bad?
Okay. Question 24 is theory. Right. The staff of a college consists of professors, lecturers, senior lecturers, junior lecturers, and admin. A statistician wishes to determine the opinions of the staff in the college in their on their salaries. He has a list of all the staff members arranged in alphabetical order according to their surnames. He randomly selects professor as a starting point on the list. Then subsequently he selects every 5th member of staff on the list. The type of sampling he used is called. We need to recap the theory. Can you get your textbook again?
Yes.
Can you go to the sampling chapter and can we just revise what these different samplings are? I think it's random or systematic. It might be systematic because it's every 5th member and you've ordered the data. So I think it's systematic, not random.
So,
Do you have it?
yeah, systems of linear.
No. This is, what is this? Sampling. Sampling, turnover, data collection. There should be up here somewhere. Where's sampling? Okay, here. Can I find it? Okay, so it should have been the stats here. Collection of data. Oh, the types of sampling. Page 64. Okay, here's page 64. Simple random sampling. A good sample requires a simple. Okay, one method for a sample. Okay, that's just random. Where's the other one? There. Stratified random sampling. Stratified is the population is divided into strata. So here we're looking at like different groups of individuals. Okay, so no, that's not it either. What? Yeah, systematic. Systematic. A systematic sampling starts at a randomly chosen starting point in the population. Then each subsequent kth or nth element is chosen. So that's one. Systematic. Yeah, I thought so. 3. Okay. It's theory. It comes straight out of the textbook. What page number was that?
Page 70. Oh, 67.
66. Okay, or 67. Yeah.
67.
Right, question 25. The owner of a company has 15 employees. 3 employees earn. Okay, so 3 people times 15,000 each. 7 employees, 7 people times 10,000 each. 5 people times 7,000 each. The owner's monthly salary, owner times 25,000. The mean monthly salary of all the people in the company. Okay, so how many people in total? Total people equal 15. 3 plus 7 plus 5. Oh, mean monthly salary of all the people, including the owner.
16.
Plus 1 owner is 16 in total. Okay, so then we need to see how much they earn. So total earnings. Let's work that out. Okay, so 3 times 15,000 each. 7 times 10,000 each. 5 people times 7,000 each. Owner gets 25. Total is sum up. Okay, there's the total. Divide by 16 equals. this divided by 16 equals option 4. Okay, so on average, the mean monthly salary of all the people would be that. Got that? Okay, here's it. Right, 26. Suppose the rand per dollar exchange is that. So the dollar, $1 equals 1168. 6812. S wants to buy a camera in New York. So the camera costs equals $965 plus packaging and postage of $1525 equals, let's add up those two amounts, equals that, dollars. Multiply that by 11 rand 68.12, okay, equals there. He's going to have to pay 11,450.50. Option 1. Okay, 27. Suppose the real GDP for 2009 is that. So 2009 GDP or real GDP. Real GDP is 1518360. Okay, 2013 it's 641,819. What is the growth rate from there to 3 decimal places? Okay, so in here is how many? So it'll be 10, 11, 12, 13, 4 years. Okay, that's your present value, that's your PV, that's your FV. Alright, solve for I over Y. Okay, so let's see, equals rate. Rate brackets. In 4, no payment. PV would have been this. FV would have been that. Rate is 5%. Well, let's just see what it is. The Excel might have rounded this off. Yeah, they did. Okay, so there's more decimals. 5.486, so option 3. Okay, you don't have to use math when you can use the calculator. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, 28. The price of gold is $1,300 per ounce. The exchange rate is that. If 31 grams equal 1 fine ounce, what is the rand value of 1 kilogram of gold? Okay, so 1 kg of gold equals question mark ounces. Okay. Alright, so 1 kilogram of gold is how many ounces? Okay, we know that there are 31 grams in 1 fine ounce. Okay, what is the rand value of 1 kilogram of gold? Okay, so 1 kilogram of gold is 1,000 grams of gold. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, 1,000 grams of gold. Divide that by this. So 1,000 grams divided by 31,10348 grams per ounce will give you the number of ounces. Okay, so let's see. 1,000 divided by 31,10348 gives me that ounces. Okay, and then I know that the price is how much? Times dollars. $1,300 per ounce. Okay, gives me a total of times 1,300. Okay, that dollars. Right, multiply that by 11 Rand 60. Gives you the price in rands. Okay, gives you that. So almost 500,000. Alright, so 1 kilogram of gold, that would be 1 bar. 1 bar of gold. You know those gold bars? Yeah, that the Reserve Bank and that would keep. Yeah, so that's kind of it. So one of those bars would be around 500,000. Okay. Is it option 1? Yes, it is. That's a nice question. I like the question. Okay. Question 29. Okay, you've got M stores sells bottled water at a special price. The bottled water costs 3 Rand per, or 3 Rand each with a fixed cost. Okay, so costs 3 Rand. Fixed costs 280 per week for marketing. Weekly cost is given by that function. Oh, they're giving it to you, so given. Okay, no need to do any workings then if we've got the cost. Perfect. Right, they gave you income. They even gave you the formula for income. That's brilliant. They gave you the profit function, which is P is profit, which is RX minus CX. Okay, which is revenue minus cost. Okay, they want to know what the marginal profit function is. Okay, so before we can work out the marginal profit function, we need the profit function. So we need this. Okay, so that is going to equal minus 20x squared plus 500x minus 280 plus 3x. Okay, so that gives me negative 20x squared plus 503x minus 280. Right, so do you agree that's the profit function?
Yeah.
How do we get marginal? Marginal means get the derivative. Okay, that's what we covered previously in terms of theory. Okay, so the derivative of this, so dy over dx, or you can say p dashed x. P dashed x is equal to 2 times minus 20 is minus 40. And then you have x. 2 minus 1 is 1. Plus 503. You drop the x. Okay, that's the derivative. Okay, option 2. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Last one. Right, what is the derivative of that? Okay, so now let's just derive this. F dashed x is going to equal. Okay, so the 2 drops away. That has a constant of 1. So 1 times minus 3 is minus 3. Okay, there's a 3 there. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay, this we need to write better. That can be written as this. Minus 3x to the minus 1. Okay, so minus 1 times minus 3 is plus 3. X to the minus 2. Right, can I write this better? This I can write as 3 over x to the 2. Okay, so that would have been minus 3 plus 15x squared plus 3 to the x minus 2, that one. That one looks the same, hey? Yes, option 4. Right, and now we've completed that past paper.